Good morning, members. To stay, we are hurting is an understatement. If you're not following Win Ahead in, I don't blame you. I'm finding it hard to follow us in. Look, uh, a lot of members came in October, November off the great run of August, September, and steady all year. And we showed you those stats at the end of November. We have had some really bad months in there, and overall, we've got a pretty good profit of 13%. Actually, I was watching the Wolf Den, and the winners there of the punning were 10%. So maybe the type of selections we have and the value, it doesn't feel like we're going as well as we are when we just have such long outs. Especially, the Flemington Carnival just seems so long away. That one week we had a good week there. Um, the rest of it was a long month, November. I think we had 5 Saturdays instead of 4. So the next 4 Saturdays, we slowly gave that all away to almost a zero balance or a -1 unit. Um, yeah, so it's tough. It's tough. And last night we tipped 2 horses at 650. First one didn't really perform that well. And when you've got a bad run and then the next one is backed in from 650 to 420, you expect it to be up front in the lead. Never misses the start and is blocked down the whole straight. Then that sort of stuff happens. And yeah, it's hard to take. But I must admit, I've gone over the selections today. I love our value. I feel confident. That hasn't really dishelved me totally in the processes and stuff like that. So we'll see how we go today. Yeah, on a personal level, I changed my staking plan about 4 weeks ago. I told you guys from when we had She's Gorgeous and the top finishes. So it's been extra hurt for me in the fact that I've changed my staking plan. My staking plan before this was I had each horse to win $600. It was going really well. So, for instance, that type of staking plan, if a horse was $11, I'd put $60 on it. If a horse was $6, I'd have $120 on it. Depending on the price, each one to win $600 with a maximum bet of $150. So then if a horse was $3, I'd still only have 150 on it, and I'd win 300. I wouldn't win the full 600. So maximum bet 150. So I had about 3, 4 shorties, so maybe 3 horses, 150 the win. And then, as you can see, we normally have around 12 to 15 selections. But with the top finishes, I'm splitting that 150 divided by, if it's a top 5 finished, my 150 divided by 5. If it's top 2 finish, my 150 divided by 2, $75 for the win and second, etc., etc. And with this, really, if the horse wins, because I'm spreading those units across and taking uh, less odds, most of the horses we're looking at winning $300 to $400 each selection. But the difference is that I've got 150 on each selection. So you can imagine last week where we missed a fair few of those top finishes. I was a big loss. And because I'm betting more in a time in a bad run than what I was in the good run, I'm really, really eating into my personal profits a fair bit. So, uh, look, I probably still hurt more tipping you guys in. I can take the losses. But yeah, it's been a double whammy for me. So we could talk about staking plans, which one is the right one, which one is the wrong. There's just flat out even stake, which in the long run, you probably win more. Win only, even stake, especially with our selections. We get some big price winners sometimes, but your run of outs can be long. You have to be very disciplined. There's the one that you can bet uh, to win so much. That's a nice staking plan because generally the ones with less odds have got more chance, and that's ones you've got more on. But again, if you do land a few big prices winners, it can cut you out of some profits there. And I'm betting the top finishes at the moment and spreading the units across. So Yeah, at this stage, I'm still back in the top finishes, and we'll see how we do today. We'll quickly run through Ballarat Race 2, Legacy Bay. You can get even money for third here. I really think this horse is going to be right there. Uh, I backed it. The hard horse to follow because it does a few things wrong. The one time we had a selection, it got beat, and then it won after that. But I could see the potential in this horse, and he's going to improve second up, going to improve going up in distance, and got a lot of time for Legacy Bay. Ballarat Race 9, number 2, Kingswood. Really like these situations where Harley, this Ballarat Cup looks really weak to me. St. George is rated for us. Air Assault has in the past. Uh, I don't like Barrier 1 for it. And there's not a lot of depth. And Kingswood's the only horse that's rated above average for us. He's done it more than once, and he's done it this prep. Aim for the race, Johnny Allen, Ballarat Home Cup. He's going to be hard to beat. I can't believe even at around, well, he's really backed in. I took $5. Now he's 4.40, 4.20. But when I checked just before we went to air, you still could get $2 for a top 3 finish. Don't know if you can now. Again, very much like a Legacy Bay. If we can get $2 for a top 3 finish, Kingswood, something seriously has to go wrong for him not to finish top 3. Then we go to Ballarat Race 10. Here I'm not following the top finishes. I think we've got great prices for. It's very rare. I've got 4 horses that we've been following, looking the back anywhere where they go. They all meet, and then not only do they all meet, the 14 Nut Sunshine in My Pocket is very talented. It probably hasn't got everything in its favour with a barrier, but really, we don't want to be backing these 3 horses just because Sunshine in the Pocket's got a bad barrier. It's very talented, probably can overcome that. And at 550, I want to include it in the selections, and the rest are very well placed here. The 1400 suits them. They're still on the way up. Sought After came out of a fast run, 1200. So they all got something with us. And I think instead of back places just for 1 or 2 selections, I want to back win only these 4. Obviously, only one can win, but we're getting good value that the other 3 units we lose will still show good profit and more profit depending on which one wins. So I like that play. I'm playing different there. Dubin Race 10, the favourite here, still on first prep, might be hard to beat, but I checked all these horses, especially Lynham. Lynham's so well bred out of Wootton Bassett, and the shocking mare will prove the 1200 to 1600. It was a great run. I think it was a wide barrier. It would probably be starting favourite here. I think we've got a good price still to overcome the wide barrier. And these are other 2, Hidden Future and State of Opera. I've checked their style of their win, checked they'll appreciate the mile, checked the strength of the maiden. And to me, they've all still got the ticks, and this is where we can get big price winners where they're stepping up to distance, a new time and potential. And a lot of the market's just guessing here. And we are guessing to a degree, but they're past the test for us to include them as a proper selection in Doomben Race 10. Really good value. Morphettville Race 9, number 10, New York Scandal. Really felt we found one at a good price. And I'm shocked how much money. I almost didn't back this horse early. I thought, but when I really looked at it, sort of better take the $10. It's $5 now without scratching. So I still think it's a good selection at $5, even though we've got 2 here. Yeah, great form. First 2 runs in stronger races than this. Forget its run at Cranbourne. It's a back horse. It was on the inside. Just it had a spin around. Forgive that run. It's been a big winner of Morphettville Parks 1550, which sort of tells me trainer always had this in mind. And yeah, it'll be hard to beat. Wish you guys could still get the $10 though. In the same race, number 11 Extinguish, $2.30, win only. We get our unit back for New York Scandal. If New York Scandal wins, we make profit. I think these 2 horses got the race by the scruff of the neck. Hope we're right there, although we're really losing our value with New York Scandal. Extinguish, expected to beat the favourite last start. The favourite went really well. Extinguish went well. Again, step up in distance, fitter. Stable got a big opinion of him. They put a lot of money on last start. Ascot race 8, number 15, Stormageddon. I think there's a lot of chances here, but this one is as good as any, and at the price, we just had to include it. We probably could include Forever Boy. It's a horse we've got a huge opinion. He was our only winner last week for us. He handles a 7-day backup, got no problem there. But he's got a wide barrier, and I think there's some other dangers at 420. I don't want to tip you 2 units here. Just happy to tip you 1 unit. Stormageddon, big price, gets beat. We move on. To Ascot, we'll be moving on to Ascot race 9, number 1, Western Empire. Here's a solid horse, very consistent horse, rates above average. He's set here to peak. He's got a good barrier. They tell me you've got to be drawn, inside. The favourite, the king of something, he's taking up a lot of the market, sure. And of course, he is a exciting horse, but I didn't really go into section times that much, other than the 2 times. Comparing the 2 times over the mile with Western Empire's race, it was 5 lengths slower, the favourite, the king horse, whatever he's called, I can't think of his name. And the last 600 was the same, where if an overall race time is 5 lengths slower, they should have ran a quicker sectional. And this king horse is going to have to do an earlier sectional quick to stay in touch with them, and going to have to come home a quicker time. When they step up in these high pressure races, that's where they can come unstuck, when they're got to run, their mid-race sectionals, even the first early part of the mid-race sectionals. Is he going to have that same type of finish having in a more high-pressure race? He might. We'll see. This is his test. I don't want to take $2.30 for a horse that's got the test for the first time. Western Empire, we know we can do it. Apulia, this horse is going to be moving into some bigger races in Perth, the Perth Cup. I just can't leave him out at this price. He has drawn wide. He's done, but Jesus, something, he won for us at the Flemington Carnival. That style of win, I thought he was gone. After a 52-week break, I was hesitant to put him in. But again, he showed me something first up that I thought was quite special. He had to back up second up after a year. The way he hit the line late after looking like he couldn't win, I don't know. Just something about the style of those horses, that race, the way he won, I think we've got to include him. All right, guys, let's see if we can get this back a bit. Start December on a good note. Again, be cautious. You probably are. You're probably just watching my selections and putting a cracker on them at the moment. Like I said, a lot of you have joined, especially the keener punters, who joined in October and November. And although we've had some moments there, we haven't given you something with faith where you can back win ahead in. But we got value today, and we will see how we go. Thanks, guys. Talk soon. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.